What is bioethics? Bioethics comes from the Greek words bios, which means life, and ethos, which originally means custom. On the one hand, ethics is a branch of philosophy that studies the rightness or wrongness of human actions. On the other hand, bioethics is the application of the principles of ethics to the field of the medicine and healthcare. Broadly construed, bioethics as applied ethics is defined as the ethics of life. In particular, bioethics is concerned with the ethical issues that arise from the emergence and development in the life sciences, such as biotechnology and medicine. Some of these ethical issues include euthanasia, abortion, suicide, human cloning, allocation of healthcare resources, genetic engineering, artificial insemination, contraception, organ donation, and transplantation. And so, as we can see, bioethicists address the morality of these ethical issues using appropriate ethical theories such as utilitarian ethics, Kantian ethics, Christian ethics, and pragmatic ethics. For example, a bioethicist may argue that abortion is immoral because using Kantian ethics, it treats the human person as a means rather as an end. As an applied ethics, bioethics applies the principles of ethics to the field of medicine and healthcare. Now, some of these principles are stewardship, totality, solidarity, respect for persons, non-maleficence, beneficence, justice, and autonomy. Now, let's have a quick discussion about each of these principles. First is stewardship. It's a principle in Christian ethics that suggests that human life comes from God and no individual is the master of her own body. Humans are only viewed as stewards or caretakers having the responsibility of protecting and cultivating spiritual and bodily functions. And as a stewards, humans should not harm, but rather improve and care for their bodies. The second is totality. It refers to the whole body. This means that every person has the duty to develop, use, care for, and preserve all her bodily parts. However, this ethical principle suggests that an individual has the right to cut off or mutilate any defective or worn out parts of the body. Now, solidarity suggests being one with the other, and so in the healthcare profession. And healthcare professionals should be one with their patients or clients. As we can see, the principle of solidarity is very important in dealing with the poor, the uneducated, the disadvantaged, and the marginalized. Respect for persons. Respect for persons means every person has the responsibility to treat persons always on end and never as a means. Respect for persons, therefore, is the recognition of the quality possessed by every human being as unique, worthy, rational, self-determining creature and having the capacity to decide what is the best for him. Respect for persons is the best practice in the principle of free and informed consent. The next one is non-maleficence. It's the non-infliction of evil, harm, or injury to others and of course to oneself, while beneficence is the practice of doing acts or goodness kinds of charity. Justice is the act of giving one what she deserves or what is due to her. For example, X has a right to his due, Hence, Y has the obligation not to deprive X of his due. The next one is autonomy. Autonomy is the right of every person to have control over their lives and decisions regarding their care. This principle has become the basis of informed consent, which has become a core concept in modern medical practice. As a healthcare professional, one must care for human persons in a scientific way. But for one be able to do this, one must understand the meaning of personhood. In essence, every human person has an inner worth and inherent dignity. Every person possesses the characteristics not because of what she has or does, but because of what she is, a human person. And as the human person, he must therefore be respected regardless of the nature of her health problem, social status, competence, past action, and like. Now, for this reason, decisions about health must aim at the maximum integrated satisfaction of one's needs biologically, psychologically, socially, and spiritually. So that's all for today's video. Thank you.